Welcome back to the Mindbender. Today we're diving into the past. Can you recognize these world-famous brands just by their very first logos? We've got 20 brands lined up, ranging from easy to impossible. Let's see how many you can get right.
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a challenge.
Here is the first question. Which tech giant started with this hand-drawn illustration of Isaac Newton? You've got 5 seconds on the clock. The answer is Apple. Their original 1976 logo was designed by co-founder Ronald Wayne. The next question is, long before the Golden Arches, which fast food king used this speedy chef character? Your 5 seconds start now. It's McDonald's. Speedy was chosen to represent their speedy service system for burgers. Moving on to this one. Which social media platform looked like a green, slimy blob back in 2005? The clock is ticking. 5 seconds. That's Twitter, now known as X. The Larry the Bird logo didn't arrive until much later. Up next, this realistic vintage camera belonged to which photo sharing app? 5 seconds to get your answer in. It's Instagram. The original logo was designed by the co-founder himself on a Polaroid-style camera. Take a look at this script. Which soda brand originally had a logo that looked almost exactly like Coca-Cola? Let's see if you can get it in 5 seconds. The answer is Pepsi. It was originally called Brad's Drink before becoming Pepsi Cola. Moving on to the mid-level, which massive online store used this A with a river flowing through it? Quick, you've only got 5 seconds. It's Amazon. The A inside the river represented the Amazon River, the largest in the world. The next question is, which tech giant used this groovy disco-style font back in 1975? You've got 5 seconds on the clock. That's Microsoft. The original logo had a break between micro and soft to highlight the two words. The next question is, which car manufacturer used this gear-shaped logo before the famous VW circle? Think fast, here comes the timer. It's Volkswagen. The gear teeth around the logo were meant to symbolize German engineering. Moving forward, which internet browser started with a phoenix bird before switching to a fox? Hurry up, the 5-second countdown begins. The answer is Firefox. They had to change their name from Phoenix due to a trademark dispute. Here's a tricky one. Which electronics giant featured 3 stars and a bowl of noodles in their 1938 logo? This one is tricky. 5 seconds starts now. The answer is Samsung. They actually started as a trading company selling dried fish and noodles. Next question. Which famous phone brand used this image of a salmon fish in its early days? Don't let the timer catch you. 5 seconds. It's Nokia. The company began as a paper mill on the banks of the Nokian Virta River in Finland. Moving on, this logo featuring a Buddhist goddess belonged to which camera company? Quick, you've only got 5 seconds. That is Canon. The company was originally called Kwannon after the Buddhist goddess of mercy. The next question is, which car manufacturer used this red diamond shape with the name Toyota inside? Don't let the timer catch you. 5 seconds. That's Toyota. They changed the D to a T because it takes 8 brush strokes to write in Japanese, which is a lucky number. Here is a tricky one. Which fuel company used this realistic black and white mussel shell before the red and yellow scallop? Think fast. Here comes the timer. It's Shell. The company originally started by importing actual seashells from the Far East. The next question is, which burger giant used this literal king character sitting on a giant hamburger? 5 seconds to get your answer in. That is Burger King. The King mascot has been redesigned many times since the 1950s. Moving on, which messaging app had a ghost with a face and a tongue sticking out in its original logo? Hurry up, the 5-second countdown begins! It's Snapchat. The ghost's name is actually Ghostface Chilla, inspired by a famous rapper. Up next, before the 4 rings, which luxury car brand used this number 1 inside a triangle? Can you beat the clock? 5 seconds start now. The answer is Audi. The 4 rings were only created later to represent the merger of 4 different car companies. Now for the tough round. Which gaming legend used these Japanese kanji characters as their first logo? Only 5 seconds to prove you're a pro. It's Nintendo. Long before video games, they were famous for making Hanafuda playing cards. Now for a tough one. Which electronics leader used this sharp, futuristic S inside a square back in 1955? 5 seconds starts now. It's Sony. Before this, the company was actually called Tokyo Tsushin Kogyo. The final challenge. Which computing giant used this complex globe-shaped seal in 1924? Final chance, your 5 seconds begin now. It's IBM. The logo was meant to show their international reach across the globe. If you enjoyed these facts, check out my other quizzes right here. Thanks for watching The Mind Bender, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.